You are not up for confrontational. You can't sit down and have difficult discussions. Whenever emotions are involved, you become a robot. Why are you so afraid of sitting down and having a conversation? Why can't you confront your demons? It's a man who struggles to set boundaries. Like, everybody has an opinion in what he's doing. You let everybody influence your relationship. You let everybody influence your business. Like, everybody is in your business. You just don't know how to set boundaries. People are doing things for you, making decisions for you, and you kind of just allow that to happen. It just shows a lack of dominance. It shows a lack of leadership. And it also shows a lack of confidence. You look even more weak when you're using an excuse from your past to explain what you want to do. If you want to explore the field, explore the field.
The number one real talk and relationship podcast, Chomi Next Door, Chomi Kinakwela.
Chomi, welcome back to another video of the best real talk and relationship podcast, Chomi Next Door. You are sitting here with your host, ONG Sleazy, TikTok, IG, Facebook. You know the vibes. And today we have another interesting topic that I want to talk about. But before that, let me introduce the panel.
Hi guys, it's Dakota. As we all know, no long introductions needed.
Hey guys, it's your girl Princess, pure essence royalty. You know how it is.
It's Mr. Miyagi. Me, I don't have an intro. I don't have an.
So
It
guys,
just work, man.
Yes.
ladies, what would you say are ways that you can determine that a guy is weak?
The inability of him to be able to make his own decisions.
Mm.
Like, he always needs somebody else's opinion. He doesn't have confidence in himself. He doesn't have trust in himself. I'm not saying it's wrong to consult people before you're making decisions, but like every single decision, he just doesn't trust himself enough to do something without messing up. So he's always consulting his own boys, or he's always consulting his partner or his family, or like there's always a stage before he can make a decision. That can look a little bit weak because it's like, why aren't you confident? Why don't you trust yourself? Why don't you have the motive to do what you need to do without people telling you it's okay to do it? Basically, yeah.
I think my point, Loki, goes hand in hand with what Princess said. So basically, it's like if a guy expects his partner to mother him. Does that make sense? Like, he literally, like the way your mother acts with you, you expect your hand to act the exact same way your mother acts. Can't do anything for yourself. Your hand must do everything for you. Yeah. That's a sign of weakness.
That's real.
Yes.
Boy,
Chief.
I got that describing you, Chief.
Aibo. When you
That's
speak
crazy.
love, boy. Now I describe.
Hey, Chief, what can I describe? Yo, boy, what she said.
How
boy.
can they determine that you are weak, my brother?
She said the inability to make decisions on your own. I get that. However, there are some guys, I want to say like some guys like us, who just, we make the decision, ne? But we don't really do it. You get what I'm saying? The decision has been made. I'm going to do this. However, let me go consult. Because this is my partner. This is a move I want to make. It's a big move. And I can't just have one perspective on it. You get what I'm saying? So when I have numerous, what's this thing? Perspectives. So I know, this is the best decision I'm going to make right now.
Okay.
To add on to your point, sorry. I'm going to say personally, a few days ago, I was even crashing out, Chief. And with that crash out, I came to a point where I wanted to make a decision. You get me? Before that decision, I spoke to my mom, my grandmother.
Sure.
I called my boys. I called my hand. Yonkinto, I spoke about it drastically with this thing. You
Sure.
And I feel like with that point, I'm 100% with you, Hori. Yes, you've already made the decision. You know what you want to do, but you're consulting just to make sure, in a sense. Just to emphasize,
Yeah.
in a
There's
sense.
nothing wrong with that. It's just like when it gets to a point, like I say in every episode, depending on someone else.
Yes, yes.
You are not dependent on yourself. You are dependent on everyone else's opinion. So you getting everyone else's opinion, that's fine. But now if you're going to go just based off of what they say and you don't have anything in your own mind about the specific situation, yeah. That's
Basically, what I'm saying is, even if you consult people, their opinion aren't always going to be in line with the decision you want to make. You might hear the opposite of what you're trying to do. And in some cases, that might influence your decision, which is why I'm saying sometimes it's okay to take risks and go with your gut. Asking for an opinion here and there is not a problem. But if you find yourself every single time you take a step or make a decision, and you are not able to do it with a different perspective, it's probably because you don't trust yourself enough, or you're unsure that that decision is going to lead you right down the path. So I'm just saying it's okay to take a risk. It's okay to trust yourself and take a leap forward. And let's say in both your guys' cases, when you asked your mom and your grandmother for this, and they told you that the decision you want to make is not make sure. You wouldn't be as confident in yourself as you were previously to make that decision. You would feel a little
shaky.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, Khuri. Once in a while, it's okay to do your own thing.
Oh, so it mustn't be a recurring
Yes,
thing.
it can't be like every single time you want to make a decision, then you need a backup. You, honestly speaking, you probably just don't 100% trust yourself.
Don't doubt yourself.
Yeah, basically. It can
Yeah.
come off as weak.
Okay. No, I like that. And from your point, I wanted to lead to another one. Letting fear hold you back, in
Yeah.
a sense. I feel like with what you're mentioning, that could also be a factor within that, Huri. You have a big decision to make, but you're scared now. And then you want to go and ask for second opinions, third opinions, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, I feel like ways that they can tell Huri are weak is when you let fear hold you back, in a sense. You want to do a big thing, you want to take a risk and whatnot and what forth. But you're like, ish, what
You're
if I
scared.
fail?
Yeah.
Now,
It goes back to doubting yourself.
yeah. Now the problem now, if you're not going to try to begin with, you've already failed.
But I get you. You see, there was this guy on TikTok. He's
Sure.
also on YouTube, whatever. I don't know. Taekwondo, chief. He once said he's strong enough to take it all. Strong enough to have it all. Too weak to take it. Meaning that, like, the decisions he made them. However, he was like, self-doubt, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. You get what I'm saying? So I get what you guys saying. That can classify you as a weak man in a female perspective.
Another point that I would like to add is like a man who just allows disrespect. I think we've definitely spoken about this before. But a man who just allows women, whether it's his partner, whether it's his family, he just allows people to walk all over him. And then on top of that, he doesn't defend for himself. You know you're being disrespected. You can see you're being disrespected, but you
But you
don't
allow
fight for yourself. You don't even try to defend yourself. You kind of accept it. You're a pushover in some sense. It does make you weak. Honestly, this isn't just for males. Even for females, this thing is unisex. Anybody that just allows themselves to be disrespected, spat on, and walk over, it can really come as weak. And it goes back to the decision making. You don't trust yourself. A tiny part of yourself isn't able to stand up for yourself because you're like, hey, maybe these people are low-key right. You know what I mean? So you're willing to accept those things. That can really come off as a weak person, in an essence.
What if it's a thing of, man, I'm not necessarily allowing people to walk over me. I'm just, for example, where we have an argument, for example. Nah, you're arguing, and I'm just there mising.
Damn,
You
that's
get me?
crazy.
And in that state, in that point in time, you're just talking to yourself, to a brick wall in a sense. And me, I'm just, backing off. What if it's a case of that?
I don't think that's disrespectful. Unless what the woman is saying is like targeting you and like disrespecting you.
Yeah, it's like that. Like maybe they are insulting you, targeting you, trying to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah, then no, it's not the same thing. When I mean disrespect, I mean like in all aspects. Like you could be hanging out with your homeboys and they start disrespecting you in your girl's relationship in front of the two of you, and you just stand there and you do nothing about it. Because I don't know whether it comes from a form of intimidation or you just don't have confidence to stand up for yourself. That's what I mean.
What do you expect your man to do in that situation?
He's supposed
Fight
to
for
defend
me.
you and his
Yeah,
relationship.
Well, now what are you doing, my brother?
I know that thing's a trap.
Eh,
That guy who's disrespecting you in front of your hand, he knows what he's doing.
he knows what he's
It's a
doing.
trap. He wants a reaction from you as a man. Do anything for the house type of guy. Wanna make them fight. When they fight, she's gonna come confide in me. That's what I would do, Shem.
So you would just stand
So
there.
Me,
you
I
would
know.
make them fight.
I'm that guy who would make them fight.
Hey, my brother.
But why? That's so unnecessary.
No,
At the
you-
end of the day, regardless of whether you know you know that this guy is doing this just to get under your skin, just to piss you off because he knows what he's doing. But at the end of the day, whose validation are you trying to get? You're trying to get his for being tough, or you're trying to get your hands for protecting your relationship or defending her?
Yeah, that's a good question. Ne?
Does it have an
I'm
answer?
asking you.
You're asking me?
Yes.
You can't ask me that question because
I'm
I'm never in
asking
that
you.
situation.
But if you were,
If I
hypothetically
was.
speaking,
Boy, it's me and my hand against the world.
Okay then.
We're throwing hands, me and my boy there.
Throwing hands there.
Throwing hands.
I'm sorry, boy, but me, I'm not throwing hands, chief. Boy, best reaction for me, ne? We stand up and we leave. It's fine.
So you wouldn't
It's
defend
fine.
your hand.
I would, ne? But knowing my boys, no matter what I say, they're gonna continue to press. So I'm just again talking to a brick wall. You get me? The only way they can actually tell, you could, because I defend. In their mind, they think I'm just joking and they're going to continue with their joke, in a sense.
Yes,
So the moment they know, hey, this nigga is actually serious, is when I actually take a stand and say, hey, me and Mahan are leaving. I won't take this respect. Why?
But you should at least try to defend before you leave. Because when you walk away, Johanna's going to feel like, in
You
some
didn't
sort of
do
essence,
anything.
you didn't do anything. And also, you agreed with what your guys were saying. That's why you kept quiet. So the best thing is just to say something and then leave. But you have to say something.
Noted.
Yeah, at least you're showing like, okay, you know
Yeah.
what, you're showing your hand like, okay, you know what, I tried. Like, it didn't work. There's nothing. After that, we can leave. It's mwah.
Thing is, I know my boys.
But as long as you tried, it doesn't matter if you know your boys or not. At the end of the day, it comes down to defending your relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get you. But what if the boys, ne?
My bro, fuck your boys.
you already fighting.
How?
What's your relax?
Every day it's your fucking boys.
Calm down.
Hey!
Take a
Fuck
breath.
though.
What if my boys state the obvious? Hey, boy, your hand said it's fine.
Yo.
Hey, your hand walks like this.
Yo.
Hey, your hand stands like this.
Yo.
Kiss, hamikuku. What must I say?
Wait. No,
What,
Chief,
what
you
do
can't
I
be
say?
eating
They're
this one.
stating the obvious. You can see it.
Yo.
Now, how do I do?
You
I must-
still defend your girlfriend. It doesn't matter. You know what, ne? Regardless of what your boys think about your hand, you are with her for your own reasons, right? So regardless of whether her head is shaped like an alien or whatever the case may be, you still decided to be with her. So the fact that you're not saying anything to defend her, knowing she already most probably feels cuck about the fact that her head looks like an alien's.
Sometimes.
So
but yeah.
now,
Sometimes.
the fact that you're not defending her in front of your friends, you're trying to look cool in front of them, you're gonna laugh at the things that they are saying. Now, how the fuck is she supposed to feel? Now she must feel like, oh, so he really does think my head looks like an alien.
Not exactly, but hey, me, I'm the guy to my shame.
So you wouldn't defend her? Yeah.
Hey, to some extent. Because I know my boys, ne, especially, I will defend my girl. Bar for bar, we can go. They'll say this, I'll defend. They'll say this, I'll defend. And then they're going to, as I know, my boys will state the obvious. And then they hit you, you know that question, they not even that question, the statement they hit you with, boy, acting at you're eating there alone.
Okay, do this, ne? The way you guys think about your boys, I want you guys to think about your hands the same way. Whenever you guys are about to do something or say something, the first thing you say is, my boys. They would never. What is your hand feeling while all of this is happening? What is her thought process? What is she going through? This goes back to the inability to make your guys' own decisions. You're not even thinking for yourselves. You're thinking for your boys here. You, fuck the boys. I'm asking when you're standing there and your girlfriend is being disrespected. Don't care about the boys' thought process. What is your hand thinking right now? When I put yourself in her shoes, would you not want her to be
We're
defended?
the same size, my sister.
Be realistic.
Chief,
That's
come
the thing,
on, my
yeah.
brother.
Be so
my brother.
realistic.
I can't put myself in a shoe.
Okay, let's do this. Vice versa. Because
Yeah.
no, wait. I'm starting to realize that sometimes you guys struggle to comprehend what I'm thinking unless you're going through
Please
it.
don't say
Yeah.
you guys. 'Cause
So, okay, some guys. Nah. If you're on a date with your hun and the group of girls join you, and then they're like, oh,
This is your man?
is this him?
Oh.
Okay. He's not as tall as the last one, but you know, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And they just go off and they say crap. And your hand just stands there quietly and she's just like,
throwing hands.
not even throwing hands. She's
No.
just smiling.
My hand can keep quiet. I never goes.
Sure.
I'm throwing hands.
Why
You're
are
gonna
you
hit a
throwing
woman.
hands?
Equal rights, equal lefts.
It's
But
equal
wait,
rights, equal
hold on.
fights.
You're
by
throwing
the
hands
way.
there because you're offended, right?
Live.
Now imagine how your hand must
So your hand is
feel.
also feeling offended.
Why are you feeling offended as a man?
What do
They
you mean?
cooking
Why are
you.
you feeling offended? This goes back to me saying you guys like to act like y'all don't have feelings. You have feelings. You're just not gonna, because you're trying to portray a
Facade.
no. You're trying to put on a tough face, and it's not
Facade.
cute.
Yes.
And it's not cute. So now you know inside it's gonna cap you. Inside those girls are saying you this, you that, yar, you ugly. You're gonna feel something inside. You might not show it, but it is gonna hit you somewhere inside. Now what the difference is with us as girls, if we feel some type of way, it's not
gonna
hidden.
show, yeah.
It's not hidden. It's never hidden. If we're not okay, you will visibly
It's
see that we
probably
are not
gonna show.
okay.
So basically, in conclusion from this whole argument, if we can call it, what you're saying is that if a guy fails to defend you in that case, weak.
Yes,
Yes.
it shows weakness. It shows that he prioritizes his boys' opinions over
Over
his
his-
relationship.
Yes.
Mm.
100%.
Chief.
No, they're going to fight me, whatever I say. But
So
me, I agree with them. Me, I'm fighting for my hand. Ne? I'm gonna host a boys' meeting on the spot.
on the spot.
Conference.
Hey.
Gents, I don't like this, I don't like that. Y'all are disrespecting my hand, I'm not gonna take this. And then, at the end of the day, gents, me, because y'all are moving funny,
You did.
and I don't fuck with that energy, I'm dipping.
Oh wait.
That's me.
Finally. Like, was that so difficult?
Yes.
Anyway, I had a point. So I feel like a guy that's easily manipulated is also, yeah. So if it doesn't matter who it is, your hand, your friends, whoever. If you are very easily manipulated by any person in the entire universe, you're considered weak. That sounds crazy. It sounds like I'm being rude, but I'm not. I'm just being realistic. Like,
Not at all.
That's real. That's
if
real.
you're being
No, but real.
manipulated easily as a man, my brother.
Yeah.
You're a low value man, ne?
Not even a low value
Not-
man.
yeah.
You're just weak. And like some girls are really smart out there. They know that when they cry or they send that one specific message, he's gonna do what he wants.
Oh.
Like, hey babe, I need this. Babe, I don't have money. And then she starts crying, and then all of a sudden you have money. It's a tactic.
Love it.
They know what they're doing. They try to make you feel bad or like they
Yeah,
guilt trip
they're
you.
trying to
And
make you
if it
feel
works every single time,
You're
it is a
easily
form of
manipulated.
manipulation. And you are weak.
Low value.
Low value man.
It's not low value. They're
Let me
just
elaborate
weak.
what I mean with that. Name. So now, me, let's say me, I consider myself high value. I have much more qualities. I am the mountain. What, all of those things. Name. You hit me with those tactics. You tell me, hey, I need money. Start crying. What, May I say, I don't have money. Like, I go to the next one. You get me? Or vice versa, a guy who, how can I say it? He has a low self-esteem. He doesn't really see himself like that. He finally has a hand for the first time and is shy. You come to him, hey, I need this, I need that, what. He doesn't have it. He can't afford it, what. And then you start crying. Now he feels some type of way and he forces to make sure you are happy. You are the perfect little princess, what. It goes back to letting your hand walk over you,
Yeah.
in a sense. You get me? Maybe the terms are not what you agree with, but hopefully I'm making sense.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
you
way you
are.
describe the high value man scares me, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Moving on. That's your opinion. That's what
Me, I feel like
he did. Us really said that if I don't have money, food sack, and I move on to the next one.
for real.
Let me
Those
put it
were
like,
your
let me,
exact
I
words.
did say that, but you're not understanding where I'm coming from. What I mean by that, as soon as I sense, Huri, here, Ukari, I'm just being used, then why am I staying?
All right, next time you should say that. That's completely different. This is a podcast. Most we work with words, not with the.
yeah,
with
the way you
not
say
amazing.
things
We need
just
to
show
tell
a
our
lot.
choices
Yeah.
direct because that can come off as rude if it wasn't being intentional. Yeah, but I know this podcast is tired of hearing this word, but lack of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
We've preached this thing, we've read
So
this
many
thing. If you still don't know
times.
what it means, watch the podcast. Hey,
Yeah, please watch. Like,
Guys.
all you
but
can
in this
do.
instance, where it can come off as weak, is when he's very like dismissive towards his own feelings and like his own partner's feelings. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know you're not fine. You know you're not okay. But it's either you don't show that emotion at all or you take it out in an aggressive manner. I've made an example before in the past of like my mom's ex-boyfriend. Like whenever this nigga was mad, he would start punching walls and like he'll start bleeding. It's like, bruh, it's never that deep to the point where you want to hurt yourself. Do you know what I mean? And other examples that we can use is that you can see a woman is clearly not okay. You can see that she's not fine. But because when you don't want to deal with it or you have too much going on, you dismiss her feelings. You are not up for confrontational. You can't sit down and have difficult discussions. Whenever emotions are involved, you become a robot. Vice versa. Whether it's family, whether it's friends, you just aren't able to handle those things. You can come off as weak. Because what are emotions going to do to you? Why are you so afraid of sitting down and having a conversation? Why can't you confront your demons? It really just shows,
Weakness.
yes, in a nice way to say it. I think that shows weakness.
On the opposite side of the coin,
Ish.
it's a guy who is overly emotional in disagreements.
Okay.
What
I
do
don't
you
know how you feel by that, but like,
Yeah.
for example, we get into an argument and all
Yeah.
that. Umuntu just starts bawling out. "Ah, you don't love me. Ah."
Yeah, those type of niggas.
Chai.
Like,
You get me?
What if it's just sensitive though?
No, wait.
It's just sensitive. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be realistic. Unless you're not generalizing, then that's different.
Chomi,
But if you're
I
looking at
am.
all, you're generalizing.
I'm generalizing.
So you know that there are guys out there who are sensitive.
Yes.
Yes, I
So
get that they are.
If he's
but
crying during an argument,
hear me out. Looking at the society we have, in a sense, look at the society that we have.
yeah,
Umuntu is having an argument, and every time there's an argument, he starts emotionally blackmailing you. He starts crying. He starts doing
every single time.
every argument. It's
Okay.
just
Breaking down.
every disagreement, not just an argument.
He's going
Disagreement.
through it.
You're playing. He's playing games. You don't like that he's playing games, but baby, you don't love me. You get me?
Okay.
It's like it's just overly emotional.
Oh.
Wena ntwana thengathi unguwe wena lo.
You
You are giving that type of vibe.
boy.
But like, yeah, you see, I feel like, yeah, weak man comes off like, overly, like, you know what, emotional during arguments and shit. Because like, during an argument, now as a man, now you want to break down. Now you feel like it's the right time. Okay, you know what? Last year she did this, I didn't like it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not happy with this. You did this to me. It comes off as a weak man. Because as a man, you should know how to voice out and when to voice out your emotions.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Wait.
A guy that is scared to show his emotions, a guy that is scared to express his emotions, regardless of how he feels, whether he feels like crying, whether he feels like lashing out, whatever,
Yeah.
that is a weak man. A guy that expresses his emotions, regardless of how he's feeling, that is not a weak man.
Okay.
There is nothing wrong with expressing your emotions. Overdoing it, I get it to a certain extent.
Sharp.
But knowing that guys don't like showing their vulnerable side, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the guy expressing how he feels.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Type shit.
Okay. We're not generalizing now.
Okay.
Now we're getting personal.
Oh yeah.
Now I speak for the guys that are like, not even for the guys, I speak for me.
Sure.
Based off the circumstances I've been through in life, I fail to show certain emotions. What do I do in that situation?
You find someone that you are comfortable enough to open up to.
To express those emotions.
If you, obviously, every person, regardless of who it is, there's going to be that one person that they are not afraid to express themselves to. Find that person and then express yourself to that person. You don't
Here's
have
a
to show
scenario.
everyone.
Here's a
It
scenario.
wasn't done, but
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
that's fine.
Here's a scenario. Nah, you say you find that person that you can open up to. I find that person. I open up to. I talk everything always.
They use it against
I
me.
use it again.
Then you haven't found the right person.
I'm
You-
never gonna open up again.
No,
after
hear me
that.
out. Hear me out, ne? It gets to a point, like, obviously, there are going to be people that are going to put on a front and pretend like they're there for you, best, lowest points in your life. But you need to test the water. You always test the waters. So you can tell them something that's not that deep, but it's something that upset you, for example, and see how they react on that. If you can see that their reaction is not the way you want their reaction to be, or the reaction is like, they're just turning you down, whatever you're saying, wada. And then 2 days later, you hear that someone else knows about what you just told them. Then you know that you can't trust that
You can't
person. That
trust
is
this
not the
person.
person that you can express yourself to.
Oh.
And then, like,
get
building
what I'm
on your
saying?
scenario now, this has nothing to do with you telling or expressing your emotions. That person is just bad.
I get
It
that.
completely reflects on their behavior. Like, I can use your scenario with a food analogy now. If one day I go shopping and I buy a basket of apples and I eat one of the apples and the apples are rotten, should I never eat apples again because of the one apple that I had was rotten?
I love
That's
that
the analogy
example.
you're using to me. You're saying I opened up to a girl. I told her A, B, C, D. She made me feel like about it. She used it against me. So does that mean you should completely close off your heart and you should never show your emotions because all the girls are going to use that same analogy? Do you know what I mean? It goes back to the same concept we've been dealing with in this podcast, which is generalizing. This has nothing to do with what you said. The person you were opening up to just happened to be
The
a terrible
problem.
person. Whether even if you told them something nice, they were still gonna find a way to use it against you because they just probably never fucked with you. So that is an unrealistic analogy to look at it. You should
Or
be
they're not
allowed to
happy
be-
with
Yeah,
themselves.
Okay.
they're not happy with themselves.
The purpose of that analogy was to basically open your eyes as to why there's a lot of guys who can't open up in a sense.
Yeah.
So let me put it in a different perspective. Let's talk about all the cheaters in this world, in a sense. Okay, most or some. Nah. I spoke to my boys. I'm like, Chief, why do you play with Hans' hearts? He's like, no, because some honey in grade 7 broke my heart. Chief, why are you still holding on to something that happened in grade 7? As gents, we tend to hold grudges like that, in a sense. So this is me not trying to change your perspective of things. It's just to make you understand as to why there are guys who's not gonna, even if they feel like they have found the one, this is the perfect hand, this hand would never do this, would never do that. There's still certain things that he will refuse to talk about because of what happened previously.
Okay. Chomi at home. Let me give advice to the guys at home, because it seems like a lot of guys tend to do this, right?
Okay.
Life is hard, guys. Let me just say that. Life is tough.
Definitely.
The way you look at relationships, I need you to look at it from a lifelong perspective. Ne? Nothing is ever going to be easy. There is going to be some sort of fuck up. You're going to fight with your family members. You're going to struggle in school. You're going to go through crap with your friendships. But that doesn't mean you must stop talking to your family members. That doesn't mean you need to stop studying. That doesn't mean that you need to put your pause on your life on hold. What I'm saying is that if a girl hurt you or something happened with that in the past, I'm not dismissing your feelings. Of course you're hurt. That's fine. But to go on in life and become a player then and play other girls because of what happened in the past, you're not disadvantaging anyone but yourself. Do you know what I mean? You're losing the opportunity to find a good woman because of something that happened in the past. When as a man individually, you need to work on yourself and you need to heal yourself, because nobody out here is getting hurt more than you are. You're being a player, you're doing ABC, you're going, like, how does it help you? You get bums one day, the next day you're lonely. It doesn't benefit you guys. It doesn't add any worth to your value. And honestly, if you think about it from another perspective, that girl who hurt you in your past, she won. She won hard because of her, you can never settle down. Because of her, you can never get right with your girl. Because of her, every single thing that's going to go around in the past, you're allowing that thing to haunt you. You're allowing that thing to hurt you. And if females in society, if girls in this in today's world had the same mindset that y'all had, nobody would survive.
Yeah, and also, I'm sorry, I just wanted to add, like, as much as you feel like now, this girl made you feel something, she's sitting there and she's living her best life.
She's with her man.
She's living her best
She's
life.
settled
And you
down.
there,
You're the only
you're
one
like,
who's
nah, I
touched.
can't trust Hans because of this hat. Like, you're going on for yourself, my bro, grow up.
Don't do that. Please heal.
My brother, this episode was for you.
Listen, no. Nah, she said that one girl broke my heart. Showcase fairy, we imagine that. Then I'm going to implement what she did to me, so I can live the soft life that nigga's living. Exactly, bro. That's
That
simple.
shows you maturity.
Yeah.
I get you, ne? I'm just doing it because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Hey.
Because I have the capabilities of doing it. Why not
Mr.
do
Miyagi,
it?
how old are you?
Hey, Chief, why are you disclosing my age on a public platform?
How old are you?
I'm 21 in Hatfield.
Okay, sharp. You're
In
21, ne? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Sharp.
You're not 12 anymore. You're not 15 anymore. You're not 16 anymore.
Are you sure?
So yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
So don't hold a stupid, immature, childish grudge. We are not in high school anymore. We're not in primary school either.
Okay.
At the end of the day, this is the real world. Relationships, things are going to happen. You're going to get heartbroken 900 more times. Are you going to hold that grudge that one girl is going to do you so dirty, Chum? So dirty.
Definitely holding it.
Are you going to treat every other
Chief,
girl like
you went just go.
Do you understand?
Let her finish.
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait.
Are you gonna hold that against her and feel like every other woman is the same as her, and you're gonna treat every other woman? There's gonna be a woman that's gonna break you, and then there's gonna be a woman that's gonna come there to heal you, and you're gonna push that woman away just because you feel hurt by this one woman that did you so dirty. Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're
I
gonna do?
will come back to that girl who's willing to heal me when now I have recovered myself persona.
At the end of the day, she's not gonna be there to wait for you.
Probably.
He is not
But
going
can
to
I be
wait for
so
you.
for real right now, Nia? I don't even think a lot of players today or a lot of guys that we have going around that are cheating, I don't think they're doing this because they're hurt. I think they're doing this because they want to.
Yes.
You're like using these grudges and, oh no, in grade 7 she broke my heart. It's an excuse. You know you want to be a player. You know you can't do commitment. Monogamy doesn't work for you in relationships. You want to explore, go explore. What I'm saying, Kori, if you want to act like an ass, be an ass and own up to it. Don't start to look for things. Guys, we've all been through shit with exes in our past. But I don't meet a guy and I'm like, yo, that one guy who paid Lobola for me in grade 2, that 50 Rand Lobola. And he broke up with me after a week. Yo, ever since he did that to me, I've never been the same. That's crap. You know you want to be a player? If you want to be a manhole, be a manhole. Just own up to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
take
don't
accountability.
I don't want these stories of, nah, because she had me 15 years ago. I've never been able to look at the woman the same. So now I just want to play around. Bruh, you're a hoe. And that's fine.
And grow the fuck up, please.
Get into it.
Please,
You look
grow
even
up.
more weak when you're using an excuse from your past to explain what you want to do. If you want to explore the field, explore the field. Yeah. If you want to do that. Stop trying to pretend like something that happened ages ago is affecting you right now. Because if that really is the case, then you really lack emotional intelligence on a high-ass level. You need to
Now she's
heal.
gonna.
I
end
feel
over
like, okay, this is just my opinion. I don't know, it's probably not true. But this is my opinion. If you have had a heartbreak that was so bad and you like just like it hit the spot, you shouldn't be getting into a relationship. That means you shouldn't be fucking around with multiple girls trying to break their hearts. Just stay on your own and heal on your own. Stop looking for validation. Stop looking for a reason to break someone else's heart because your heart got broken. Grow up, Mr. Miyagi. Grow up.
Don't make
Wow.
it personal. You generalize. You
No,
were
I'm making
cooking.
it personal.
You lost it when you said Mr. Miyagi.
No, it's personal. That's
It's
the point.
not personal, bro.
So yeah, another point that I wanted to share: oversharing your insecurities. How do you feel on that? Personally, with that, I feel like I come to you, we start something and everything, we start dating. And then I'm always telling you about my insecurities. I don't like this. I don't like this about myself. In what. I'm basically showing you all of my weaknesses. And every time I get the chance, I'm emphasizing on that, in a sense. I feel like that resembles a sort of weakness because now it dwells in your head so much that you just can't like minimize it. You get me?
Okay.
But
I get
I
you.
feel like it depends. Because as much as if you're in a relationship with someone, your insecurity should be brought to light so that the person that you're in a relationship with can know that this is how you feel about certain things. But now the problem comes in and where you show weakness comes in when you're expecting her to change your insecurity for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I've seen a lot of guys that do that where they tell their girlfriends their insecurities and whatever, and then they expect their girlfriend to fix their insecurities for them. Do you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Can I build up on your point there? Because it's very similar to something I wanted to discuss. But it's like when a man constantly compares himself to other guys, like other guys who have what he doesn't. I think that really builds up on your point. It's like every day, oh, honey, I'm not as tall as who. I'm not making enough money as who. My body isn't built like this. And like you're always in this state of like a constant comparison and you're just like complaining about it. Even worse when you're complaining and you're not doing any work. That's also another thing that I think makes a man weak. Like problems, no solutions.
Show me.
You're wasting
Can I
time.
say something?
Yeah.
So now, what must I do, ne? As a dark-skinned gent, ne? Look at my complexion. My girl loves Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa.
That's Mufasa.
When am I going to reach Mufasa status, me as a man?
Shy.
Based off my complexion, I'm not the type number one. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Michael B. Jordan, ban.
Ooh.
Creed, Zimba, me, Chief, look at me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
boy.
now, I feel like, as a man, I don't want to say it does come off as weak, say, oh no, these are my insecurities, what. However, I can also use that to classify my standard of women that I deal with.
Okay, let me help you. Let me give you advice.
Yes.
And also to the chomis at home, okay? If you're a guy and you find yourself in this situation, I need you to be realistic. When you know you're a dark-skinned man, your woman wants a light-skinned nigga, you cannot just switch colors the next day.
Bleach.
But what you can do is look at changeable things within your life. Her type is a guy with money. I don't have money. Let me get a job. Let me work. Let me make money. Not because your girl wants it, but because you're insecure about it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Focus on aspects that are changeable. If you're a short guy and you will want to be like a 6-foot guy, you know you probably can get 6 foot the next day. Let's be real. But
Wear
if you're
height
feeling,
increasing shoes.
yeah, but like if you're feeling insecure or like you want a more athletic body, then work out. Like at home, you don't even have to go to the gym. Work out, do some cardio, run. What I'm saying is the things that you can change and the things that are bothering you, change them. But be realistic about them. You're not going to wake up and be 6'7" Aaron Pierre with green eyes. That's just not going to happen. But if you are really feeling insecure and you're constantly complaining about it and it is something you can change, but you're not implementing a change, then yes, it does come off as weak.
No, my
Can I add to
problem
the
is with
advice?
Get contacts.
No, my problem is with that.
Yeah.
Once I do all of that, I outgrow you.
Then that's your problem as a nigga.
Then you move on,
Then you
boy.
move on. What that gotta do with me? I'm the same bitch I've been when you were still however you were. At that
Can I
Yeah.
advise the girlies at home as well?
Yeah.
Leave this thing, Yama, celebrity crush, please.
Thank you.
Leave the celebrity crush thing, please.
We're tired of Aaron
Ah,
Pierre.
That's
How are you gonna yo hi mina angithandi lo way because now you go to your gent or whatnot and not forth, you tell him, hey, this is my celebrity crush. What goes on in my mind is that sharp, there's no chance that you can get with this guy. Always, it's just a crush. You can never reach that state and whatnot and what forth. But you are just telling me right now that you like another guy. You get me? That's what you're telling me.
No.
You like another guy.
No.
And now I must go and build myself like
Chief.
flipping
No.
Aaron Pierre.
Yeah, nah, I get
Nah.
No.
you. At first, you were losing it, ne?
Sure.
But as soon as you said Aaron Pierre to build yourself, because like once a girl tells you like this is how we process it as niggas. My crush is Keith Powers. Now you're gonna be like, yeah.
Ooh, Keith Powers is fine.
Yes, another one. So now I must be like, hey, now I must go get ski. Now I must go get what. Now I must build. I must become the man of your dreams
No,
at my own
man.
expense.
It's not like that, guys. A celebrity crush is just a crush. It doesn't mean I'm in love with this guy. It doesn't mean I like this guy. It doesn't mean I want this guy in my bed every night. No, man. It's just
Scrolling
a
on
crush.
Instagram. Oh, he's so fine.
Most if he's fine, he's fine. Like,
Okay.
what? But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean he's my type. Like, do you know, I have like 3 celebrity crushes and they all look different.
Guys, let me be real with you now. When a girl has a celebrity crush, it doesn't mean Hori, she wants to marry a guy that looks exactly like him from head to toe. It just means she probably likes this guy. Whether it's his music, whether it's his movies, she's probably watched like a whole bunch of things about this guy and she's
And it's
interested
just what he
in
does.
it. She wouldn't even have dated you. She wouldn't even have been with you if she doesn't find you attractive to a specific level.
Exactly.
So you guys, you are actually stressing yourselves out on your own. You are your biggest competition. Like the only problem is you here, because unless your girl looked at you dead in the eye and said, if you don't look like Keith Powers, I don't want anything to do with you. Why is this even a discussion?
They told me that once.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Now you were supposed to leave. But you cannot be in a relationship with a girl and she says, oh, I like Aaron Pierre, and then you start to feel insecure because you don't look like Aaron Pierre. It's unrealistic.
Aaron Pierre can visit a 6-pack. All the girls go.
Okay, guys, can I come back to the topic? I had a point. A guy that bullies people for having less than he does. I think that is a weak guy. Because just because you are rich, you live in a mansion. Now there's a guy that he's nice. He's a nice person in general, but he lives in a shack. Now you're going to look down on him every day. You're going to be like, yeah, you give him money and you say, go to the tax shop and bring my change. Things like that. Stupid things that they do in the movies when they bully people. You're going to do that and then to look like the cool guy, I don't think that makes you look cool. Like at all, whatsoever.
It's giving metric in grade 8. Just say.
Okay.
Hey,
Live.
Ne?
Live.
Chief, you know what it's giving, Chief? That homeboy that makes fun of you in front of the house, boy.
I was saying anything to do for the house.
Hey!
Anything.
You know that homeboy, Chief? You all are going there, you want to push a machine. He feels there and makes fun of your shoes. Makes fun of how you're dressing. Makes fun of your hair. What. To try and get the house to laugh.
Oh, I get that one. Ne?
I'm sorry. Guys, what is has?
Oh, girls.
Hands.
It's TikTok language. So, you know those guys, ne? We chilling as a whole group. It's like a 3v3 session, sharp. Then that one homeboy is like, hey, are you all still using my hotspot? Eh?
Yo! Chief, another one. You borrowed your boy your skipper. And then you're like eating. The ladies are there. Chief, don't mess on my t-shirt. Yo!
That's
In front of the house, bro.
Yo!
Is that what you guys could consider as like a weak man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what the
honestly. Because if you need to bring down other people to make yourself look good, then you are 100% weak.
Yeah, you're the problem.
You need
Don't
to.
forget
what
I
the
borrowed you my underwear.
Okay, that's a bit
That's
deep.
insane.
That's
Oddly
extreme.
specific. Chief,
Why underwear? Chomi, who's borrowing your underwear?
Next.
if it's
Whose
a
underwear are
Calvin
you
Klein,
borrowing?
Calvin Klein.
if it's Calvin, it's all due.
Anyway, yeah, that's just it's a no
Another
for
point
me.
I would like to add, Nia, is a man who struggles to set boundaries. Like, everybody has an opinion in what he's doing. You let everybody influence your relationship. You let everybody influence your business. Like, everybody is in your business. You just don't know how to set boundaries. People are doing things for you, making decisions for you, and you kind of just allow that to happen. It just shows a lack of dominance. It shows a lack of leadership. and it also shows a lack of confidence. So I think it also goes back to what we were saying in the beginning about like you guys not defending your girls if they're making if your homeboys are making fun of your girls. Do you know what I mean? You're in a situation where people are talking about your relationship, and instead of doing anything to defend it, you're allowing these rumors to come in.
Yeah.
Whether it's your job, whether it's a business deal, it really does make you look weak.
For me personally, ne, this is my biggest aspect, and I'm gonna mention it now. And I thank you guys for giving me the time to mention it now.
Sure.
A man who does not believe in God or does not practice what they read in the Bible on a daily basis is a weak man for me personally. Because you cannot tell me you're gonna post a story, what Mark 9 verse 10,
And you're not going to act
is
accordingly.
joined by God cannot be separated by men. Then you go out and do your nonsense. You see a man that's like that for me. That's a
Can I
personally, that's a
generalize
weak-ass
on
man.
on your point?
Please.
A man who does not stand on their beliefs. For me to generalize, it's because it's not only Christians that exist. You
Like
have
other
Christianity,
religions.
Yeah,
you
there's
have
other
Islam, you have
religions.
all of that. So in general, a man who has certain beliefs but does not stick on those beliefs because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Maybe your friends are, to put it in a different perspective, you're easily pressured. You're easily, how can I say it?
You succumb to pressure easily.
I have a question. So let's say like you guys are in a relationship, like you guys are Christian, you all believe in God fully 100%, and then your partner is atheist. Like how would you handle that?
I'm out.
So, for me, how I would see it, if let's say I'm like deeply rooted in Christianity, I'm 24/7, 365 reading the Bible. I wish I could be there, but unfortunately, I'm not.
Damn it.
But yeah, how I'm going about that, the first instinct in that is I'm gonna try and get you into Christianity. I'm gonna try and get you to read your Bible. I'm gonna try and get you to believe, in a sense. You get me? I'm going to stick to my beliefs. You're not gonna change my beliefs. I'm gonna change yours.
Oh, I love that.
You get me?
Okay.
Yeah.
For me personally, ne, if it has for me, like, if it forces me to go out of God, I'm not doing that.
Part ways.
You are atheist, I believe in God. I will try what he was saying. I'm going to try to get you to believe what. If you can't, I'm leaving. And the first thing I'll mention when I leave is like, yo, boy, tough.
You're
We are not
taking me
even
out of my thing.
We're not even equally yoked. I cannot be with you.
Okay.
You don't show
Francis?
any signs of change for the betterment of our relationship, not even for my life, for the betterment of our relationship. Because in a relationship, ne, I like saying this and I like preaching it, ne. It's the same thing.
You
but
must become a
whatever.
pastor.
Never. Those guys, they steal money. I once saw a pastor. The whole family drives BMWs.
Okay, the point.
Don't worry, I'm cooking. So sharp. The moment I realized, nah, you can't change for the betterment of our relationship, because in the relationship, we don't put our relationship first, we put God first.
Amen.
God is the center of our relationship. He's in the middle, not outside. You get what I'm saying? So the moment you want me to put God outside of our relationship, I know this is not for me. And just to clarify that, I'm going to go home and hit that one prayer we all hit. God, if it's not for me, remove it.
Remove it.
Can I ask, are you the both of you guys Christians?
Yes.
You're Christian? You're Christian?
Yes.
Me, no.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, you're not a Christian?
Me, I'm a strong believer of Christ.
Amen.
So
That
you're
is a
Christian.
Hey, no, not Christian. I'm a strong believer of Christ.
Jesus Christ, ne?
Princess.
I
But
don't
yeah.
fast.
To take it back to the topic, another
Yeah.
point I would
But
sort of.
Princess didn't finish.
No,
it.
Oh,
it's okay.
you were still going to
no,
say.
move on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
To take it back, you mentioned. I mentioned a guy who's making fun of his friends to
No.
basically knock them down. You mentioned it.
I mentioned.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then I specified, Kuri,
Okay.
your boy makes fun of you, not. Yeah.
You're gonna argue in the panel.
So
Stealing my point is crazy.
that one, I
okay.
specifically had it written down. Kuri, you try too hard to impress her. In a sense, you get me. In environment, there's a lot of gents and whatnot and what you look down on other guys. You mentioned that. In an environment, there's a lot of your boys and everything. She's there. You're gonna make fun of other guys so that she doesn't see them that type of way. How else can I say it? Like, you just want her to see you as this guy on top. You're always telling her about your characteristics, your qualities, and everything. You're just trying to make
You
yourself
glaze
shine.
yourself
Let me
the
help
whole
you.
time.
Thank
It's a
you.
man who doesn't listen. A narcissist.
Yes.
narcissist.
A
Thank you.
narcissist. I love
Anyhow.
that word.
Yeah, ne?
I love that word.
Yeah, a narcissist, bro. Yeah, that you can continue cooking.
Ah,
I have
chief,
a question. I'm so sorry. What is a narcissist, Chum?
Hey, bro, I feel like a
someone
narcissist.
who's
is-
self-absorbed.
Yo.
I didn't ask you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You see people who want to cook on the wrong stove plate. He's a narcissist. Bro. He doesn't want to listen to what I say. He wants to say what he has
Okay,
to say.
Chomi, I'm asking you, what is your definition of a narcissist?
I just defined it right now.
didn't hear you.
Using him.
He's a narcissist.
No, he didn't want to listen to what I had to say.
Okay.
He just had to. He felt like he had to say what it was.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Chomi, you're a narcissist.
Thank you.
That's
know.
crazy.
You know.
I know.
True.
Tough.
Are we
You actually
principal in
think you're a
today?
narcissist?
I'm very self-aware, me. And he has us.
But if you're self-aware, you're not a narcissist, though.
Yeah, there's a
To some
huge
extent,
difference.
you
To
are.
some
Okay,
extent, because
then,
most
okay.
narcissists, they aren't even self-aware that they're so focused on themselves that they don't even see their own flaws.
You know,
Okay.
I'm sorry. When I had a psychologist, she gave me a book, and the book was like how to something, the daughter of a narcissistic mother.
Something.
Yeah, so I had that book, and I had to read that book to just see like how my mother is a narcissist. So you being self-aware and being a narcissist is two different things.
You can't be a self-aware narcissist. They don't even
Yes.
know what they're doing wrong.
Narcissists
That's how
are
bad
not
it is.
self-aware. They just feel like everything in the whole entire galaxy revolves around them. They don't think
So-
about anyone else.
In public, in front of 2,000 people, you just said your mom's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Damn.
She found the book and then shouted at me. So
Yo.
she knows.
Yo.
All right. Another point that I would like to add is a man who's a hypocrite. To put it simply, a man who judges others for the exact same things that he
He
does.
does.
Yes. So he always wants to play Mr. Righteous. He always wants to act like he's the best. He's always preaching the Bible, talking the talk, walking the walk. But he does the exact same things. It just doesn't look good. Maybe not necessarily weak, but it just paints a bad picture. Because if you're gonna do something bad, be confident in what you're doing. Like stand on business, show what you're doing. And they tend to hide behind this like self-righteous horse because they think they're better than everybody. I do think that can be classified as weak.
That is. Because,
Damn.
like, why are you, like, what's this word that I'm looking for? Why are you punishing someone else for doing the exact same things you do?
Basically.
Like, you drink a lot of alcohol. You're an alcoholic. Now I'm
Yeah, that's
drinking
what it should
alcohol. Now you're telling me alcohol is bad for you. Alcohol is bad for your liver. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Telling you because I don't want you to end up like like me.
I don't want you to be in my situation.
But we're drinking together. Now all of a Sunday. On a
Yeah,
random
Chief.
Tuesday.
You're a bad influence.
My grandfather used to hit me with those ones, boy.
Don't smoke.
Chief. Right in front of me. Chief, we were waiting for the bus. I used to, back when I was living in the villages. So I would go to the township to the town for my school. So waiting for the taxi. Was sitting there by the bench waiting for the taxi. He's smoking this other guy, boy. Yes, sus. Boy, you can see it's killing him. Look at me dead in the eyes. You must not smoke. Aye, boy. Unfortunately, he died from cancer because of the smoking, but still. Yo!
That was just a sign in general.
Yo!
Hate me for what I'm about to say. That was just a sign in general. Died of cancer because of smoke. Chief, do not touch anything that has to do with smoke. Ne?
Thank you.
But you guys are missing my point a little bit. There's a difference between a person in a terrible situation and they're giving you advice not to end up like them. But I mean, Khori, you guys are at the club together, face to face. This person is here taking shots, you're here taking shots, and yeah,
Stop
why are you taking
drinking.
shots? How can you be? It's
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? Or like not even like that. Like, let's say you open up about them about something because like you know this person is an alcoholic, so you go and tell them like, hey, I've been struggling with alcohol too. Giving you advice is one thing. Judging you. Hypocrites, they judge you for doing what they're doing.
Yes.
But if a person is trying to give you advice so you don't end up in the same situation that they are in, then it's not a hypocrite. They're just
Okay.
coming from a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to clarify on that.
Like it really depends on how it's told to you. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Chomi, I'm that one friend. We're going bar for bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
You take a shot, I take a shot.
Sure.
You take three, I take three.
Sure.
I take 4, you take 5.
Oh, wait.
You're just a
Get-
bad influence.
Wait.
That's
Wait.
all
Why
you-
am I taking 5? Why am I taking 5?
That's me as a friend. But I don't drink.
You don't drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lying is a sin.
I just remembered another point. A man that lacks accountability for his actions.
Mm.
He never apologizes. He never stands up and says, hey, I did A, B, C, D. He's always the right one. He's always playing the victim. That can just, yeah,
Always
it's weak.
right.
Yeah, I'm always right. I can never be wrong. I did what I did, but they are never accountable, especially if the actions you did, especially if they hurt those around you. Like if you can see that the actions that they did, they affected your family, they affected your friend, they affected your relationship. But because you lack accountability and because you're selfish, you're never going to stand on what you did.
Narcissist, ne?
You're never going to apologize. Actually, if I would look, you want to say that they may be worse than a narcissist because you're willing to see those you love in pain to save your own ass. That is a weak ass man.
Look to your side there, Chief. That's a weak ass woman.
Excuse me. Please elaborate on that. Because what the hell do you mean?
I was just joking. It's just a joke. It's just a
Literally, what
joke.
just happened? I blinked.
Nah,
Uzo
you're not
shy
like
wa.
you're not funny.
It's just a joke.
Every day you come on here and piss me off, and then when I get angry, you wanna say something, you wanna complain. Nah.
Really, Nick?
Please don't piss me off. Thank you.
Sure.
Did you call her weak?
Based on what you said, I felt like it was unisex.
Anyway, I have a point. I feel like a man that lies for everything he says, like everything is a lie. Like he just finds like I don't know, like everything he does that's fucked up in general. He has an excuse. He lies about it 24/7. Like he doesn't tell the truth at all. I feel like that's a weak man because why? It goes back to accountability. Why can't you own up to the things that you're doing?
100%.
Why do you have to lie about it in order to save yourself? Does that make sense? Okay.
For those who are confused, what we're describing here is a low value man.
Yes.
Goes back to what we were discussing in the past. Lying all the time, lacks accountability, narcissistic. These are perfect signs of a low value man. Take notes, Chomi.
Take notes, show me.
And then also, I feel like a man who fails to protect his family or his loved ones. Like, at the end of the day, guys, I'm not saying that, like, you have to be Karate Kid and whoop everyone's asses that disrespect your family. But it goes back to defending your family or just protecting them in general. Like, make them, like, if you're the only man in the household, right? Your mom, your grandma, your sister, whatever. You are the only man. And something happens. Now, you're just going to be like, it happened to you all, I wasn't here. That just shows a weak man. Like, you're not going to do anything to protect them in any type of way.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a question. So, what if now I'm there, I'm playing PS, I'm playing Fortnite or whatever, ne? They break into the house.
Hey, Melu champe.
I open the door. I see 4 niggas. Body structure is saying, "Aye, boy, you can't go out there."
Okay, let me ask you a question. You walk into a room and you see your mother getting raped. Ne? What are you doing?
Oh, that's nasty.
Here, let me give you like what I would do, ne? Not what I would. You see, as soon as I leave that bedroom, I'm holding that guy's head.
Thank you.
I'm
Okay,
leaving
then.
with his head.
Okay, then that's my point. There are some guys that would walk into a room, see his mother getting raped, and do nothing about it.
Walk away
Walk
like
out.
nothing happened.
They would just walk out. That is what I would consider a weak man.
Yeah, no, definitely. If it involves your mom, chief.
Not even just your mom, your sister, your
Anyone that
girlfriend,
you care
your
about.
closest friends. It doesn't matter.
Hey, gotta target head. This one, yes.
Feels very targeted.
How's
but
it
nice.
targeted?
Nah, it's fine. So, guys,
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Hamba when I seen the red. Sure, I was in the red.
Yeah, ne?
The
So
Jordan-
guys,
the
yeah.
Jordan feet,
Yes,
ne?
hosted
I feel
the
like this
most.
one, we've exhausted it quite a bit. So, do you guys have any closing words?
Just be strong.
Be strong.
Stop being weak.
Mm.
Grow up here.
Mm.
You're a man after all.
Mm.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Damn it.
If you're a terrible guy, own up to it, stand on business. Don't use your past grudges to get away with the crap that you're doing. Try to protect those around you, but more importantly, learn to protect yourself. If you're in a situation where you're feeling disrespected or you're feeling like you're not loved or appreciated, do yourself a favor, cut them off, leave.
Yo. I know. You guys explained it for me, but I'm going to cook up something now.
Oh, yes.
Because I feel like I have the capabilities to do it.
Oh, yes.
So I'm saying, gents, ne?
Bachele.
Be you, gents. If you are an ass nigga, you work on being a good nigga, ne? Because at the end of the day, we all have a manual that we follow, which is the Bible. We all gonna do that. we're gonna live by those words, and you try your best to do that, gents. That's all I can say for y'all today. Thank you.
And from my side, as the host, we have spoken about it. I hope you guys learned something from it. For me personally, I feel like everything that we have spoken about today, take them, note them down, find out where you are weak, because we all have our weaknesses. We all have our insecurities. We all have the places where we lack. Find out where you're lacking, your weaknesses, work on them, build yourself, and become that high value man. And from me, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, commenting, sharing. Please make sure to do that with this video. Please tap into our TikTok and IG. It's been Chomi Next Door, and we out.